Is the Right Honorable Raila Odinga a political conman, a political icon, or a political opportunist, or both? But he, being a political opportunist, he was able to make deals with his former enemies, like the handshake with the late Mwai Kibaki and the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, when he seemed to be politically expedient. And with this, to some extent, I tend not to blame him being a political opportunist. And it is due to simple because for you to be a successful politician in our motherland country, Kenya, I kid you not, you just have to be opportunistic for you to survive all the political tides that come and go over the years. And also, if you have to remain politically relevant in Kenya, then I kid you not, you must be opportunistic for you to survive the several electoral cycles. And of course, this is what has been keeping the Right Honorable Raila Odinga politically relevant from right the KANU days up to the time of this broadcast. However, looking at Kenya's political landscape, I kid you not, it keeps on shifting frequently. That very rigid ideological positions often lead to political irrelevance. Today, the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is politically irrelevant than the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, to whom has always been politically an opportunist. And one good thing I honestly love about the Right Honorable Raila Odinga is that he has been able to maintain his iconic status among his base while still being flexible enough to remain a major political player over the decades. However, I know some may see him as a principled pragmatist, or some may call him a pure political opportunist, and all that shall greatly depend on your political perspective and affiliation. But just like any other human being, I kid you not, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga too also has his own shortcomings. Essentially, I know for a fact all his diehard supporters will base their arguments and affiliation on seeing the Right Honorable Raila Odinga as a political icon who has been over the years making very good political strategies. And of course, they being entitled to their own opinion, I choose not to dispute their opinion. However, and of course, those not affiliated to his political ideologies, I kid you not, they will directly see him as a political conman or a political opportunist who has been leveraging his historical credentials for political gains. And that 2, I choose not to dispute their opinion simply because each one of us is entitled to their own opinion. However, with all said and done, I'd wish that you also drop your comments as to whether is the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, 1, a political conman, 2, do you see Raila as a political icon, or 3, do you see the Right Honorable Raila Odinga as a political opportunist, or 4, is he both? But from where I sit, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and may God bless you.